As you're probably aware, Ambord Planola have approved the planning development, which will see 104 apartments in 4 blocks, pretty much remove all the trees from the Baylis Village apartments down to as far as the bus stop opposite the Johnstown People's Park. Now we're a little bit concerned because in the past, the previous applications were all refused on the grounds that they were considered as overdevelopment of the site. In other words, the site couldn't support what was being put on top of it. So what's changed? In order to find out some of these answers, we couldn't find it in their documentation. They don't seem to want to deal with any of the public community's objections. So we have headed inside the Baylis Village to talk to some local residents.
Hi, I'm Cathal Minnie and I'm one of the directors here in Baylis Village.
I'm Councillor Alan Laws and I've lived here in Johnstown since 2004.
They've basically put us in a position whereby for us to appeal is just not financially viable. We have to go through the courts and the minimum cost would be at least €10,000. People in Johnstown here aren't in a position to fund that sort of appeal, so we're snookered on it. It's not like the Lumley Centre where you can appeal directly to the council and then to Ambord Planola beyond that. In this case, our only option if we were to appeal it would be going through the courts.
Legislation introduced by Alan Murphy is a developer's legislation because it basically puts all the power in the developer's hands, and it takes the ability of local communities and even councillors to object to planning applications like this.
When we've reviewed the detail of Ambord Planola's approval, they have put conditions in their response, basically saying that they want to have 70 car parking spaces taken out of the development, which basically leaves the proposed development having 148 car parking spaces. At 148 car parking spaces for 104 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments, as well as multiple commercial units, it's not really going to be viable, in my opinion, for the developer to proceed. So I don't want to get anyone's hopes up yet, but basically based on the feedback I've received from the consultant in relation to this that we hired, he is suggesting that the developer's going to have to go again in January to put in the new application. But that's not guaranteed, so we'll keep our fingers crossed and we'll keep you posted on it.
I mean, I personally hope that Cal is right, that this development now is not financially viable, because anyone buying an apartment wants to know that at least they have 2 car park spaces. With 70 car park spaces being taken out of this development by Ambord Planola, I have a feeling that Cal is on the right track, that this is not going to be financially viable for any developer to get involved. I did put a motion forward to the council that if any land becomes available along the Metges Road, especially the woodland land that comes available along the Metges Road, that Meath County Council would buy it for the people of Johnstown. And I'd like to thank Emer Tobin and Councillor Eddie Fennessy, because both of them basically support me in that motion, because we have to think beyond this. If Cal is right, even if he is right, and they have to put forward a new application, we're going to be in the same situation again. We're going to be fighting this development again. So as a community, we have to look at what happens beyond this point. I'm glad that we have the support of other councillors, but we also need to continue the campaign for facilities in Johnstown. It doesn't end here. It actually only really ramps up here.